welcome into Farming Simulator 25 with me, the Midlife Simster. Thank you for joining me at Riverbend Springs for episode, and I'll get it right this time, number 10. So here we are now in January, 3:30 in the afternoon. Done a little bit of work. Now behind me you'll see the Merlot and our amazing two new trailers, and we come out of the third person, full of logs. Not our logs, nothing to do with our trees. These are a contract. You'll see at the top right hand corner of the screen, contract wood transport. So went and collected these from the sort of top end, like north side of the map, and Noah issued the contract. Had to bring them down to his sawmill, which, when we look at the map, is kind of south of the shop. So there's our farm up here. Pick the logs up from right up here, up on between 32, 33. This is an area for discussion in the future, but we'll put a little post-it note on that and a little pin in it later, and come back to it later. We have driven all the way down just north now of field 77. We can't be far from the garage. I'm guessing, yeah, garage is over there somewhere, isn't it? The Duckies, the cafe, where this all started. And here we are at the sawmill, Noah's sawmill. So I've got no idea if he wants me to drop these into the water or if someone's going to come and sort them out. Doesn't seem to be anyone around, does there? So I will... Oh, I guess we'll just have to have a little wander about, trying to get my feet wet. Hup. So have a little... Oh, this place is massive, isn't it? It's absolutely huge. I hope he is around, because I do want to talk to him about our field next door. Look, there's even more kind of up there. I feel like I should have like a hard hat on or something. I feel like I'm walking through, you know, like a restricted... Oh, there he is. There's Noah. Hey, buddy. Nice friendly guy. I mean, we've been there like 20 minutes just chatting. That's one nice guy. Right, so having a little chat with Noah. Oh, I forgot to do sort it with him. So where is the contract he issued? So that's that sorted. Happy days. £5,355 in the kitty. Thank you very much. We didn't come this way, did we? We got to go back down there. He sent, whilst we were talking, he sent one of the guys from the sawmill to go down to the Merlot, which they clearly have, because the logs are all gone. So that's good. What he was saying, like, kind of mirrors what Axel said when we first arrived here. The demand for lumber is so much that even with this enormous, like, processing plant that he's got, sawmill edge and sharp, established in 1950, they can't keep up with the demand. That's why the price of wood chips is so good. That's why he's able to offer such like high rates on moving the logs and bringing them down to him, just because they cannot keep up with the orders. I mean, I know we got a lot of money in the bank now, but it's kind of earmarked for a few bits and bobs. I may have an idea longer term that I'd like to speak to him about. He seems like a nice guy, and I don't want to be like create a competitive market with him when there's this much opportunity down here. I'm thinking we talk to him about some sort of franchise north and south of the map. But yeah, we're not quite ready to do that yet, so we'll again, we'll stick a pin in it and come back to it at a later date. Right, let's see if I can't get us out of here with our little wagon train without breaking the wagons. Oh, that's not pretty. Oh, that's not pretty. Should have probably taken a much wider circle when we came down the ramp originally, shouldn't we? Right, let's go up here. Okay, right. Okay, cool. So, I got to think about this now. Oh, sorry. Oh no, someone else cut him up. It wasn't me. Makes a nice change, doesn't it? Right. We need to go, right, I would like to go exploring, but we need to go back to the farm. Pick up the... What I want to do quickly today is pick up the bits of lumber that our sawmill have created, so the planks, and see if we can't go and find Mark the contractor and that playground project and drop them off. I want to have a little chat with him as well about doing some kind of land adjustments and terraforming at the house. I'm very keen to block off those 2 entrance points and use that land more efficiently. Whilst I'm heading back, I'm going to give Daniel, the real estate realtor, I don't know what to say, realtor? I'm sure it's realtor, isn't it? The estate agent guy, a bell, and make the offer on the field next door to ours with the grass, because as long as Noah said he put a contract out previously for it, we should have gone right back there, shouldn't we? Oh well, it doesn't matter, we'll go the long way. It might even be the short way at this point, who knows. Yeah, he did say that, like, in terms of like he seems to own a lot of the land, but what he was saying is that his primary focus is just the sawmill. Basically everything else that he owns in terms of land that's arable, he puts a contract out on and just pays it to keep it ticking over. So he didn't even seem to know if it had actually been mowed already, which is a little bit concerning. No, field 12 still available. So, right, I will give Daniel a bell. I'll see you guys back at the house. Back with me a little bit sooner than planned, as usual. Just going past our favourite location, the fire department, where we were interviewed. I've left the Merlot and the traders just back there. If you have a look at our cash, we're down to 25,000. The reason being, made the phone call to Daniel. We now own field number 12, is it? Yeah, so we now own everything in this area. If I come out of that and go, not the farmland, look at this. So we own 12 and 26. So we own this big old block now by here. Obviously we own 28 down by there. So eventually, if we could just buy 27, I mean, you know, we've only been here a few months. I mean, I think that's superb. But another one of my amazing ideas. Hello. Hi, how are you? I want to come and check this out. That car's still there. Hi. Do you work here? No? Okay. Sorry. Everyone seems to be walking around the shop, but no one seems to be anything to do with it. Right. Sorry, we're closed. Yeah, okay. Riverbend auto repair, park, yeah, fine. Hello? 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 Anyone home? Try the office here. Sorry, yeah. Hello? Monday to Friday, yeah, Saturday. Right, okay, I'm just going to nip into the cafe. And have a word with the guys over there. See if they know who used to run that place. And then I'll explain my cunning plan to you. Cheers, lads. Okay, see you later. Right, okay. They have given me the number of the mechanic and the owner. So I will, again, I'm gonna make contact with the mechanic. The reason being, I don't, as you'd imagine, being an office worker from the UK, I don't know anything about machinery or repairing cars or anything like that. When I had the idea of turning over the used vehicles that we could see online and maybe trying to just add a little bit on top of that as a quick bit of profit, it did dawn on me that I basically wouldn't know what I was doing. And also, I need... You know, our machinery is going to need some repair and maintenance as we go along. So I'm going to contact the mechanic and see if they'd be interested. I can't give them a permanent contract at the moment, but like long term, would they be willing, just a bit of ad hoc cash in hand work even, to come and work as a mechanic for me? So if I can buy some machinery, and we can set up just a small little, just get something sorted out at the farmstead where we can work on machines, and then I'll advertise them online and see if we can get a sale for them. And yeah, I'd maybe offer him a little bit of work as well, just to help us out in the busier months, kind of moving machineries around, or, you know, taking tractors here and there and things like that, just to help us out. Nothing major, just kind of A to B stuff, really. I mean, maybe I get hold of them and they've got no interest in the work, or they've found work elsewhere and stuff, but I'd be surprised. You know, from the way the guys were talking in the cafe, it's been closed a little while. They didn't seem to think the owner or the mechanic that worked there were kind of working anywhere else at the moment. So, yeah. Reason we've stopped. Look at this. It's ours. This massive field is ours, which means I may have prematurely paid back my bank loan, because we've got £25,000. We need a mower. We absolutely need a mower. Didn't think about that, did I? Well, I phoned the bank. I can be phoning them back now. So let's have a look online on Axel's website. Now, long term. Ooh, so that's 13.1 meters total. Cost of 75,000 for the rear. Oh, it's not even worth it. That is, so is it Samas? Is that how you pronounce that? That's what we want. On the rear, 9.4 meters, so not as wide, but it's got the option to do a kind of central swath for us, which makes then life loads easier when collecting it as just pure grass. And then the front, 3.4. So right now we can't afford that. We could take a loan out and get it, but I don't think we necessarily need it right now. The only other thing is, I mean, would we be better served just leasing it, actually? I wonder. So it's going to cost us 3,600 plus a little bit of work time for the rear. What about if we buy the front and just lease the rear, just to see, or just, because we're going to need it. And that is the setup I want to run with in longer term, when all of our grass fields are up and running. Right, too much diddly-daddlying. Let's get this back to the farm anyway. Where is it? Actually, I say get back to the farm. Where are we going to put this on the farm? Because we haven't done any of the work yet. Right, we're going to run out of light today, aren't we? The more important thing is that grass. I want to get that mowed and dealt with, because if we get that done, we can finally get some animals for our farmstead. So, right, let's basically go up to the second grass field, dump this down there. I think if we then take the tractor down to the shop, I'll make the decision on what we do in terms of which one of those machines we buy. I think I'm quite tempted to buy the front and lease the rear. That way then we've got a bit of a chance of then, you know, testing it out, really. I turn that off. God, I tell you what we need is some sort of hose pipe or pressure washer, isn't it? Oh, water. I need to talk to you guys about water. So much to talk about. Oh, hang on. Stalled it. There we go. No, detached. There we go. Right, let's go. We do not have the time to mess around. Let's go this way. I was just going to meet you back down the shop, but again, I'll just keep talking. So much to talk about. I don't shut up, do I? I'm sorry. Right, so the plan is go and buy all that mower, sort the grass out. I have a cunning plan as to how I'm going to collect the grass. It's sort of based around a forage harvester. I think I'd like to do it that way rather than a baler. I don't know. I'm a little, again, I need to let that sort of process before we go and commit to that. I've been looking online, and the one thing about Riverbend Springs is really nice community, really nice place. People very, very nice, other than maybe TJ and Suspicious Daniel. But, you know, I mean, everyone thinks TJ is lovely, and Daniel does smile a lot, so he seems nice enough. I just don't, it's me not trusting him. Axel with his funny deals, but you know, bit tongue-in-cheek, bit of a for the Brits amongst you, bit of a Del Boy character. I would always kind of refer to him as a bit of a cheeky trader. Anyway, you stay there. The thing I need to talk to you guys about, I was looking online, and I was looking at the whole thing of the water supply that we've got running, and the fact that our greenhouses need the additional chemicals. There is an opportunity with a company that's not a million miles away from Riverbend Springs, newly set up. They offer a concentrate version of their chemicals. Now that they do it for both the this is a bit dangerous to do it whilst we're driving, but if I can just very quickly show you, where are we? Consumables. There. The Chauster. Is that how we pronounce that? I don't know. So they do it in a herbicide, and they do a liquid fertilizer option. Basically, it's super concentrate. It's loads cheaper than buying the bulk ready mixed version. And then all we need to do is add water. Now, the installation... Oh, hang on a minute. Who's this? No, he's off down there. Okay. Good. All we would need to do is get them to come out and install a... it's kind of like a special... It's just like a hose pipe and a tap, essentially, from what I can see online. But it's a specific connector to the barrels and to the... Stay there, bud. You crossed and then came back. And yeah, to the water wagons then. Oh, I forgot. I promised Axel we'd take that up as well. Oh man, so much to do. I haven't even made the phone calls to the garage guy yet either, the mechanic. Anyway, talking too much. Basically, yeah, it's a specialist connector, and we could hook that up to right next to the greenhouses, and then all we're then having to do, it just saves loads of money on the liquid fertilizer, and it also may offer some options down the road in terms of the herbicide. I don't like the idea of using chemicals on the land. I'm not overly concerned about it within our own productions in the greenhouses. I think that, you know, putting the stuff into the soil is a bit different to putting it into a soil that's in a greenhouse. So I'm very tempted to do that. So I'm going to I need to speak to Mark, the contractor, because it's going to involve him. See if he can help us set it up, because from what I can see, they provide the equipment. We have to install it. But also, I then really went down the rabbit hole with water options. And there is a company that has come up with this. Essentially, it's an automated watering system. So as long as it's hooked up to the water mains, it will like basically have a permanent supply of water into it. And then I think it's like something like 500,000 litres. It needs to be serviced and kind of checked over. But then we then hook that up to our greenhouses, and it just permanently supplies them with water. Every hour it opens the valves, tops it up the tanks. We never have to go and worry about filling up the water again. We've just got to service this particular device. Let me show you where it is. I think it's in selling points on here. No, in factories. Let's try that. Yes, there it is. So it costs us £5,000, water distributor. And basically, yeah, it costs a little bit to run each month. Not the end of the world, a very, very small amount. I think it was like £5 or something. It's nothing. But it would save us a lot of work with going back and forth with the water constantly and having to do all of that stuff. So yeah, really, really keen to do that. So I think we'll speak to Mark about that and get that installed at the farm, and make our lives easier. Anyway, let me go and speak to Axel and see if we can't get ourselves some lawnmowers. Right, happy days. We now own this lawnmower header. We have leased the tail. We've got our work cut out. We're running out of daylight, so we probably not going to get it done, are we, really, in time to then collect the grass as well, and get the animals. I mean, I doubt very much I don't know what time that closes, to be honest with you. Right, let's hook this up here. Come on, come on. There we go. Let's get out of here. Right, I'll break character, have a little chat with you about just normal stuff as we head back to the farm rather than cut you out. Let's turn some lights on there, is it? So, first off, thank you to anyone who's new to the channel listening in. If this is your first episode, or if you've stumbled across an older one and gone through them all, bless you, thank you. Please, give it a comment, engage. As you can see, I try, and I think I've answered so far. I think I've still managed to answer every single comment that's been made, I think. I'm 99% sure I've liked them all. So, like with you'll see the Simster heart thing, so you'll know it's me. But yeah, thank you to all of you engaging. It's brilliant. It's what we've got here, and those of you that like regularly comment and kind of engage, I can't thank you enough. It's wicked. It's so cool. Thank you. We've proper leveled out. We've just got our little 700 odd, sorry, and that's just where we are. We're like, it's weird. I'm kind of gaining like 3 or 4 subscribers a day, losing 1 or 2. It's a bit strange. The content has had to slow down just because of what's going on in my life at the moment. For those of you that aren't aware, I was off work for a little while. I had back surgery in 2024, so I had to take a little bit of time off. But back in work now, so that comes then first before this, as does family. So trying to just fit it in. The aim is 2 to 3 episodes a week at the moment. If I can do more, then great. What I don't like to do is put episodes out before you guys have had an opportunity to talk about the previous episode, in case there's anything you guys want to say about it that I think, and in fairness, like in the last episode, there was loads of ideas that came out of that I'm now going to implement going forward. So yeah, that's the kind of rough plan, just to let you know where I'm at with it all. Last episode was ridiculously long. I'm really sorry. Over an hour. I mean, I don't know how that affects you guys watching it. I don't know how it's going to affect analytics and people's willingness to follow on. I hope you enjoyed it, because I got super excited and really geeky and loved it. I just really, really enjoyed it. And how I talk and how I sound on these videos isn't for impact or anything like that. That is generally me playing the game and being that much of a child. So hopefully you don't think it's me, I'm an idiot, and you see the kind of funny childlike side of it all for me. So yeah, thank you. I just wanted to kind of take that kind of time to say hello to anyone who's new, and thank you to those of you that have been here a long time. Plans for the channel longer term, I'd really like to do some sort of like little membership-y badge thing where you guys have got access to like an OG, like an original Simsters, midlife Simsters, like symbol, like emoji, things like that. I think that'd be really cool. So lots of ideas at the moment. No idea how to implement any of it. And yeah, a long way off still being like monetized or anything kind of like that. This is just fun and games right now. Would love to do a little bit more content around the things I wish I'd known series as well. I've got some really good sort of ideas I want to talk about, especially around the wood stuff, because obviously what I do in this series then gives me the ideas to what I think would be useful to talk about. But again, it's just finding the time, and it's what the people want, isn't it? I honestly don't know. I don't know what people prefer. I don't know what makes the channel more successful. So it's a learning curve, that is for sure. Right, back into character. Let's get ourselves sorted here. So how on earth do we unfold this as a new farmer? They certainly didn't do this in the office. There we go. Right, okay, so those have got to go down. No, we want to change the work mode. Where's the button? Where's the button in here? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I think that's done it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's just do that again. Make sure it goes through them all. Left swath. Right swath. Nice. Okay, so that's going to give us a central swath. Lovely. So he's good. So if we then go to the front, unfold that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Set up our GPS. I wouldn't have thought that angle would be the best angle, but we haven't really got time to mess around because we are losing light fast. So, turn on the head. On. Uplift it actually, because I want to line us up a little bit better. There's our first line. So now if we just line that up, drop the head there, and then onto the rear, drop those there. Oh, no, 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 no. Go back to work in an office, mate. You're rubbish. You're rubbish. You forgot to turn them on. Right. This time, GPS engaged, central swath. We can turn all our massive lights on. Yeah! Look at this. We are mowing. We're mowing our first field. Sweet. How are we going to collect this grass? So the idea I had is there's a rather large sort of like, it's like a forage harvester machine pickup header thing. Now, again, it's not, I'd imagine the old school farmers and purists, oh dear. Why are we so slow? What I didn't do was check the horsepower requirements of this, did I? 220 for the rear alone. Idiot. Oh dear. Now we could just about get it done, but... oh, amateur hour. Come on, you got it. Come on, Deutschfire, you can do it. We've put a lot of wear on this tractor already. That's the problem. Yeah, it's just going to be a bit slow. I'll speak at this, guys, in a moment, but I'll talk to you very quickly. Yeah, so the forage header, whilst this is on autopilot, I'll show you it. It's in belt systems online. I stumbled across it. The lizard forage pickup, £65,000. So I was going to lease that. That goes on the front of our tractor. Basically, we'll pick up the swath that's been left over, pour it straight into the trailer when we got one attached. If I go downhill, I'm convinced this will be fine. If I could just get a headland done, I think... right, tell you what, watch this now, right? Lift that, turn that off, turn that off. I think we're just going about this the wrong way. If I go downhill, I think we're going to be okay. I may have to change the... because we've already started it, I think the GPS may not allow us to change, which is the problem. Because if we went now from up here and down rather than side to side like it is, if we just did the lines kind of going over there towards the grain, location, focus now mids, drop that, turn that on, engage that. Yeah, so that would then allow us to pick it all up into a one-er into the big trailer. The issue is then is what do we do with it all? Now, obviously we're going to be able to drop a load of it off into the goat and sheep pen, which is going to be goats. I've decided it's just going to be goats initially. We may well end up getting sheep at some point, but for now it's just going to be goats to feed them. But it's what do we do with the rest of it? Now I would like to get a silage clamp. I'd like to get one of those set up somewhere on the farm to drop, because we're going to have quite a lot of grass, and eventually we're hopefully going to have quite a lot of animals. But right now we don't have any of those things. So right, let's just do a quick test whilst you're still here. Whoa, stop me. How do we completely change the direction? No. Right, that looks about right. Yeah, okay, so if I do that, but then how do I make it change? Because it's still... So I'll reset. Someone said it in the comments before, didn't they? Reset. Right, so reset. Yes, okay. So now I go back, change that to 100. Nope. Have I not got to be on the field or something? Have I got to maybe go and start another field as if, like, I'm going to do some work over here, maybe? Whoa, sorry, whoever's the road sign. If I come over here, yeah, we don't own that field. Oh, this is messy. Right, I'm going to have a little play with this, guys. I'll bring you back in once I'm done. Right, some serious learning points for the office worker here. Always check your horsepower. And do you know what the worst thing is, right? I was down there and thought, oh, I need to check if the tractor can actually run this or not. Unbelievable. Right, are we finally done? Yes, we are. Excellent. That little tuft can be given to the farming gods. It can have it. Right, let's run this back down to the shop. Sorry, I was stretching then to turn my stopwatch on to make sure that I keep a bit of an eye on the time. If all goes well, we should be about 40 minutes-ish by now. Thereabouts. So, oops, blinding everyone on the road, so we'll turn that off. Right, reason I'm going back to the shop is need to drop obviously the rear mower back to Axel. Oops, Mr. Turning. Whoa, 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 whoa. Also, when you are got all these things on your tractor, your stopping distances are greatly affected. Yeah, so need to drop this back off to Axel, and whilst we're down there, then pick up our weeder, which I bought, even though we've got nothing to weed. We also need a grass roller, which will then put a second stick of fertilizer. Oh, is that car going to stop? Nope. Which would then, yeah, we should always roll grass after we've cut it. But before we do any of that, we need to work out what we're going to do about getting it off the floor. I think I'm gonna, if we can afford it, I'm gonna lease the forage pickup and use that, only because if we were to, we can't afford anything at the moment. Now I could buy it. I suppose I could get the loan back off the bank online and buy it, but I don't know. It didn't feel worth it right now. Maybe in a couple of months' time, when all of our grass fields are up and running, we can maybe make the purchase. I think it's better right now to, yeah, all right, as we've talked about previously, set fire to money, but at least then we're making an informed decision and trying a few different versions of how we're going to best do this. I've already spoken to Axel. The guys are all still there, even though it's late. They're still kicking around. There's a couple of them inside, so we can drop this out the front for them, and they will come and get it, and then we will take our weeder and drop everything back off at the farm. And then I will also need to I wonder, actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Are they... I'll tell you what, hang on. Let's have a look. Is anyone still in the shop? Is there anyone in there? No. He didn't care. He said there was going to be someone here. Right, okay. Pickle. Right, I'll take this up. I'm going to phone him and see if he's still around, and then I'll come back. So I'll go and sort this out. I'll come back to you guys in a sec. Okay, spoken to Axel. It's been quite a productive little journey. Don't tell Farmer Cop. I spoke to Ax. He was still there. He's not in the main store. He was over in the garages. He was quite apologetic. So, you know, there's no dramas. Saved messing around. So, stuff's been dropped off back at the farm. He is putting the forage harvester out the front for us. So we're going to go and get that right now. And it's going to be another late night for the Midlife Simster. And... yeah, we're learning the farming life the hard way, really, aren't we? You know, there's no two ways about it. But this is what it's about, isn't it? This was why I came out here. This is why I gave up the office job. So, really chuffed. Went online. I've taken a £20,000 loan back out. Not because I'm going to buy anything, but it dawned on me that we've got a number of items that are currently leased. Look at that thing, wicked, and it's a matching colour for us. I like it. Yeah, we got a number of things on lease at the moment, so I didn't want to overnight then, when the new bills start coming in, end up having to pay through the nose. Whoa, that is quite heavy. Can I transport it on the back? I know it's a bit weird, but... and then switch it around. Yes, I can. I think that might be the better option for us. Yeah, so got the bank loan, just kind of covering it off. As soon as we've made some money from selling the planks, and also I remembered our greenhouses have been churning out all that all the produce. We'll be able to sell it at best price tomorrow. So February is going to be a great month for us financially, I'm hoping. So that was that. I managed to get hold of the mechanic. Real nice guy. His name is Rob. Everyone seems to be really nice around here, don't they? So, yeah, really, really interested in what I was kind of talking about. He said he hasn't had much work. You know, he's kind of not off books, as it were, but he basically said, yeah, he hasn't got a permanent job. He's just kind of dipping in and out of roles at the moment. So more than happy to work cash in hand. You know, as far as I'm concerned, it's his responsibility to declare all of that, not me. I will basically pay him as and when I need him. So he said, you know, we've got his number, just give him a bell, he will come and have a look. He said he's done no end of different like farming machinery, so that's excellent for us. Happy days. And also he said, yeah, if as long as he's not got anything on, then he will come and help us out on the farm as well. So he said he's done a bit of farmhand work in the past. He knows his stuff. So I'm hoping we can maybe get a bit of a, you know, positive relationship with this guy, because, you know, if he knows what he's on about, and he can really help us with our farm, really help us. Now I know our field's off to the right, but we need our trailer, so I'm gonna go and get that first. Yeah, so that was really excellent. So yeah, Rob or Robert, happy days. Looking forward to meeting him. He said, you know, basically as soon as we're ready, give him a bell and he'll come over. At the moment, I explained, I got to speak to Mark, the contractor. We haven't got anything even set up in terms of like a workshop. I said, you know, I don't know what I'm going to be able to afford. He said that essentially as long as there's like something suitable where we can get the vehicle off the ground and he can get underneath it to get into the engine, and he's got a bit of space to work. He said he doesn't care. He said it's fine. And then, you know, if it's inside a building or outside, so be it. If it's wet, then that's obviously going to cause him a bit more of a drama. But if it's dry, then it matters not, does it? He says he's quite happy to work outside. So we'll see what Mark can come up with for us with the kind of space that we've got to work with. I haven't spoken to Mark yet, and I still need to, because we need to have a little conversation about coming over and installing the new pumps for the water, and well, I talked about earlier in terms of the liquid fertilizer setup that I'm going to try and get organised. So I'll do that online, get that all kind of signed up to that, and then as long as Mark's on board with it, then we should be all good. Right, let's see. Okay, now this time I did at least check our horsepower requirements, so we're good. We should be absolutely fine to do this field. Now the only issue with that field 12, and I didn't really kind of, you know, shocker, I didn't think it through, but the only thing with it is accessing it isn't great from this side, because we can't drop down to it. We've got to go the long way around. So longer term, we may need to address that somehow, and maybe come up with some sort of access path on the other side of the farm and the fields that go over to 12. It all depends on where we expand the farm to, I guess, doesn't it? I'd really like to do something with the bottom of this field. Do a little bit of like landscaping, terraforming, flatten all this out. I think this is with the road access and owning that little bit of land on the other side, I feel that there's an opportunity here to do something a bit different. So plans for the future, always planning. Haven't necessarily got much money or yet, at least, to do most of the stuff that I'm thinking of. Right, let's work out how this thing operates. We got little bundles and piles of grass everywhere, but in the main, it's not too bad. Right, if we hold up there now. So let's have a look here. Okay, so we are looking at a pipe out. Is that, can I see it in the mirror? Yeah, pipe's moved from over there. Excellent. Okay. And then we need to lower the head. Sweet. Power on. Okay. And this should automatically, now that it knows where the trailer is. Look at that. Yes. Now, if we have more than the trailer can handle, what we'll end up doing is taking the first trailer load up to the farm and filling up the what is going to be the goat shed, And then we will come back and hopefully fill up what's left and just leave it in the trailer for now, because we haven't got anything else to use the trailer for. Once we then have a silage clamp put in, then great. The other thing is silos. We don't have a silo for any sort of crop or anything. Now I know we can get silos that do everything. Multi-fruit silo apparently is an option that'll store basically everything. They split the room in terms of the real world of playing this game and multi-fruit. We could look at some sort of grass and hay barn and loft where we could store everything. I mean, already we're up to 75%. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Yeah, there we are. Oh no, I thought we were full, but it was just we weren't running over any grass. Yeah, so we need some options there, and again, at the moment we don't have masses of money because we've paid off our loan, other than the 20 I've just taken back out, and also we need to, but we got a load of stuff to sell, so that's, you know, positive. At least we got some options. Just going to go around the edges, picking off the little bits here and there, and hopefully then leave ourselves with the clean lines to go and sort out. In terms of your thoughts, guys, Robbo, I've just seen your comment. What time is it now? So we are Sunday. Last video, episode 9, hasn't long gone out. I'm getting this one recorded quite quickly because I got a few things on this week, so taking a bit of rest. Now, normally I'd like to film, edit, and then put the video out there, give it a day or two to like let you guys comment on things, and then do the next recording. Sometimes it's going to be difficult to do that, but also I'm intrigued. Let me know in the comments, and I'll pin the comment asking the question anyway. Do you guys care that much? Would you rather more content, but maybe I'm filming things like back to back, so I'm not necessarily getting, it's maybe 2, sometimes even 3 episodes I film in a row. They'll release obviously every few days then, so like kind of guaranteed every 3 days you'll get something new, but I will have already recorded the next episode at least, if not the third one, before then. You know, your comments I won't know about them, I won't be able to put anything to effect. Or would you rather me, there we are, 100% full, would you rather me wait, have like a bit of a chat with you guys about things, and then bring you back in to and then do like another episode sort of thing, so it's a bit more, your comments can maybe influence the series? Because if I do it the original way, you're going to get more content, but it's going to be how I want to do things, me and my little weird imagination kind of coming up with ideas and stuff. So let me know in the comments what you think your thoughts are. Honestly, I quite like the idea of just smashing out the episodes at this point, because, you know, it's taking its time, and we've only reached January and we're on episode 10. So I know there are other content creators who will like go, doing a year in an episode. So it's not my style. I'm not going to change how I do things, but in terms of the recording. But yeah, just let me know if you'd rather me just kind of get a couple of videos out to you quicker than I am now, and then we can go that way with it. So let's see. So the trigger point is there in it, so we gotta try and come across here. This will be a good test here. I know it's all bumpy at the moment, but if this was the yard, this would show us now what we're going to be dealing with in terms of the loading, unloading. Oh, there we are. So it's not far. Right, how much of this? 29.5. How much can it hold? Wow, not much. Oh, and my mower's bouncing. Don't know why. Okay, so 11,500, is it? Yeah. Eek. Eek, eek, eek. Okay. Well, it is what it is, isn't it? We'll go and hoover up the rest of what we can, but we're going to end up leaving some on the field, I think, tonight. Not much we can do about that, really. Just trying to think if there's... I mean, the only other thing would just be go and sell the grass straight off the bat, but, you know, I imagine the price on just pure grass this time of year as well isn't going to be the best. Let's have a look. Let's have a look online. Whoops, sorry, my bad. Very quickly, grass. 100, I mean, it barely differs, does it? 150... 147, so it's pretty much at its best now. 18,000 litres. Do some quick maths here. Where are we? If we're doing 18,000 litres, 18 times, oops, no. 18 times, call it 150, 2,700. It's not masses of money, really, is it? But then it's going to hinder us doing things. I have to have a little think about that as per usual. But we're going to call it a day there, guys. Listen, if you are still here and haven't already done so, please give this video a like and subscribe. And until next time, as always, be happy, stay safe, and we'll speak again soon. Take care.